The dark side of fame. The systemic abuse of celebrities. You're surrounded by jazz, private jet flights, fans shouting, your face on the front pages, glitter, glamour, and everything in between. Despite our fantasies of living the life of the biggest and brightest stars, what truly transpires when the cameras and lights disappear? Does it still look as grand and luxurious as you think it does? And do we still want to outdo them after reality sets in? In today's video, we will discuss the positive and negative aspects of celebrity and all that goes along with it. Number 1. Limelight. Even the most well-known influencers and celebrities have their beginnings. Some individuals book flights and participate in multiple editions to meet directors and producers and give their best. Some sacrifice everything to invest in something they love, while others have that it factor and wait for the right time to become a modern celebrity. You can use Instagram postings, TikTok posts, and YouTube videos to discover your potential. You can use Instagram postings, TikTok posts, and YouTube videos to discover your potential. You may introduce yourself in a variety of ways. Sometimes it begins when you least expect it, and other times it begins with sporadic connections. There is no genuine assurance that a certain approach will lead to fame. Being in the spotlight can have many different meanings. The recognition of your abilities finally qualifies you for inclusion. Your unique charm attracts a lot of attention. Whether you are a known face or a new one, you will contribute something new. Fame also gives you a larger audience, which you may use to your benefit and motivate others to do better. The spotlight may indicate that you did something wrong, but you can also leave a legacy. Because of a childhood mistake, you may be famous. Because of a childhood mistake, you may be famous. People, whether for good or bad reasons, are watching those in the spotlight. Everything people do, no matter how small, affects others and themselves. In the video, we see a teenage Justin Bieber sing for the first time in front of ushers and current manager Scooter Braun in Never Say Never. He had millions and millions of admirers. People adored him. The ability of a young man from a small town to follow his ambitions and grow into the person he is today astounded many. Since he was once a little child, who would record himself singing his favorite songs and upload them to YouTube, they essentially regarded him as someone they could relate to. They also saw him as an example of achievement, something that anyone with a goal can achieve. Everyone saw Mark Zuckerberg as a brilliant young man with a lot of authority when he initially launched Facebook, but over time he has turned into one of the most cruel and despised individuals on the internet. You may think they are leading the best life possible, but we have no idea what happens to them when they are alone at home, acting more like regular people than famous individuals. I thought I was going to utilize this, and it's very humiliating. People tend to forget. These influencers and celebrities are people, and when they're popular and scrutinized by everyone, they may feel real emotions. What would it be like to receive offensive remarks from a troll Twitter account that uses an anime character as their profile picture? Sometimes I want to be Katherine Hudson more than I want to look like Katy Perry. This is part of the reason I chopped my hair. I genuinely want to be myself. It is not as tranquil and serene as we all believed it ought to be. There are no pauses or reversals. Does having a lot of power come with a lot of responsibility? Uncle Ben famously said, "When you're young here, think of this line as only applicable to superheroes on big screens. The Spider-Man movie inspired it. You would believe the statement to be true and consider yourself a person without abilities. But as you get older, you see that power may take many different forms. Being famous can bring significant financial benefits through brand agreements, partnerships, and new ventures. It could be used to purchase a beachfront home, a vehicle, a bag, a boat, or anything else you can imagine. It never ends. Having money gives you access to many things, including gambling, sex, and drugs. Although the ordinary person may not have simple access to these items, they are readily accessible. As a culture, we seldom see the reasons why celebrities develop a drug addiction, therefore you're never going to want to quit. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're high on drugs or anything else. While some become addicted to the high of living an unconventional life, others develop an addiction to the high of being in the spotlight. What happens, therefore, if you have both? Placing a stack of books on top of a banana causes its skin to willfully crack apart, permanently destroying the fruit. Can you fathom what a human being may experience at the pace of pressure? Britney Spears made headlines in 2007 when she shaved her own head. People made snap judgments. Name-calling, memes, unfounded allegations, and hateful stories about her were prevalent. Meghan Markle became the focus of attention when she married Prince Harry. She managed to avoid occasional racist remarks, but instead of having a strong support system, she faced numerous attacks from strangers due to her fame and fan base. It's absurd to believe that becoming famous made it easier for negativity to take over a person. Because they believe that the public owns them and that they owe their whole life to them, it is easy for others to make fun of them. In the popular Netflix series BoJack Horseman, we get a taste of what it's like to be a Hollywood celebrity. Number 2, mental health. Let's now discuss mental health. People are more willing to talk about mental health these days. Unlike the past when it was taboo, we now openly reveal our mental health status to everyone under pseudonyms, thereby increasing receptiveness. These days, we've also seen evidence of celebrities candidly acknowledging their mental health problems on podcasts and other media. Number 3, as per Google. Google defines acting as a variety of training and rehearsal methods developed by various theatre professionals with the goal of promoting authentic, expressive performances by allowing the audience to relate to, comprehend, and experience the inner motivations and emotions of a character. Actors and artists bring characters to life as if they were their own. Some actors get so engrossed in a role that they begin to lose themselves in it. They watch innumerable films to examine every aspect of the character they are portraying. They mimic their routines, alter their speech patterns, and change how they seem. When an actor portrays a character flawlessly, it might be considered amazing. However, it can also carry significant risks. Fame can bring an indescribable sense of joy, possessing the power to either transform or destroy a person. When fame attracts followers, admirers, and supporters, it creates a connection where both parties receive and give. Therefore, having followers implies an implicit duty to lead, as they hold you in high regard. It also implies that everyone is keeping an eye on you. You are under constant observation, even when it appears that no one is around. Number 4, stalking. We will discuss stalking in this section of the video. The problem with stalking is that most people don't take it seriously. People often misunderstand the true meaning of stalking someone. Most of the time, people mistakenly believe that because celebrities are well known, it's appropriate to follow them. However, stalking may not automatically imply celebrity following. 24-hour. Mark David Chapman, who was reportedly waiting for him, greeted Lennon as he was heading home from the studio. Chap shot him in front of the audience, catching your co-owner's wife in the crossfire. The majority of your life may be really frightening and can serve as a springboard for many terrible things. They may begin to live in a delusional universe where they believe they know you better than you do. Speak up. Number 5. The world of celebrity, or in the world of fame. Exists a celebrity animal you can trust? Is everything for show, or are connections real? And is there still a place to find calm, a place to be vulnerable, a place to be human when the world can see? Christina Grimmie is there, and everyone is standing in for Adam Levine. This video doesn't fully explain the darker side of Flame, but I hope it gives you a general understanding of what goes on behind the scenes. Before you press the submit button after composing a harsh remark, consider the impact you are about to leave given all that has been going on. They can only take so much. Perhaps we should all treat each other much more kindly and keep in mind that success is perfectly acceptable. Everyone aspires to become famous at some point, but never forget that popularity also brings pressure and attention. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe for more content like this. More content.